today. From Los Angeles, California, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
Herbert to throw right away. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Down to the 42, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
First and goal from just inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. You look at this Arizona defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From his own end zone, Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Cardinals take a 3-touchdown lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he spins past him and into space.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 yards there, just like last play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A run out of the gun with Brooks.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off, but pretty decent gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw.
And going to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. So now a carry here for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Herbert. That is caught. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Operating from the gun, Herbert.
He's got another one to Johnston.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Herbert.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
2nd and 10.
Herbert back to the air.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for him, because you don't got to go on autopilot.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more than he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Right back to him on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
2nd and 4. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Well, I'll say one thing, Charles. You're getting really good practice here in breaking down touchdowns. What did you see there?
Well, the same thing I've seen over and over and over in this first half. My scintillating analysis, Brandon, This offense is absolutely taking no prisoners.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Charger offense making their way back out there.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Operating from the gun. Herbert got his tight end. That's complete. It's Pearson. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Brooks.
And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
They'll run with Brooks.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Jonathan Brooks. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a third and long.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 79 yards.
And the Cardinals have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Taken in at the 22.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Here's 3rd and 3.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start out in the Golden State, California. North meeting South. San Francisco heading to SoFi to take on L.A. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Kyron Williams with a touchdown run. Next, we'll move from Southern California to Southern Nevada as we head over to check on the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On play action, they'll throw out to his left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. They'll be backed up a bit here after the free kick as they start out first and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deron Payne breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals just continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. First and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The throw over the middle taken in. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Brooks.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Looking to throw. Herbert toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Lad McConkey
from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw. Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll try and run here with Brooks.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
115 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the ground, Godfrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Here's Brooks.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Herbert on 1st down now. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they'll take him to the ground quickly, but he's able to get it down to the 41-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
45, right.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding a touchdown from 10 yards out.
And the Cards are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more on that one and another first down. Herbert now. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
On 2nd down, Brooks.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On third down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Black Ultra.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks moving.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now.
And that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
One back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds Johnston. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston.
And he's going to be touchdown short of a first. And it's 4th down coming up.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Dig in, let's go.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One last throw here for Herbert.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cards, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.